Don't. Ready?
Hola y bienvenidos.
Benitos.
Sorry. I ruined it. I was too nervous.
You know what? No, let's end the stream.
That's it. We're done.
And we're gonna go back and do that again.
We're done.
We tried.
I'm sorry.
How are you guys doing? This is weird. I assume that you can hear us. I see highs and hellos. We cannot hear or see you though. So yeah. So if you don't like the stuff you see tonight and you want to make comments about it, feel free, because we can't fucking hear you. So,
that's right.
Also, are there any kids on the stream? Can someone let me know? Because I should probably not curse if there are. Anyway, this is the Spaceman release stream.
You messed it up already?
I am messing it up. I'm nervous. I don't know why I'm nervous. It's not as if they can.
Oh wait, before you go on, I have to
tomatoes.
say, just so if everybody knows, if you see me mean mugging, it's because I can't really see these tiny little comments over here, so I'm trying to see them.
We made Lima bark. Nice. Yes, so I am Ryan Dinger. I am one half of Jet Setting, and if you don't know me, then surely you know the man sitting to my left here, the lovely on the inside and out, Philip Anthony Verrecchio III. Phil, here we are. How are you, buddy?
I am doing wonderful. I'm nervous as well, but I'm ready to
a lot of
play
energy
and
going.
talk with everybody, and just like, I'm ready to do this. We've been wanting to do this for so long. And it's been a project of ours for the past couple of years. And tonight, I'm exciting. I can't believe we're actually doing this right now. And I'm pumped. I'm ready to go. I'm firing on all cylinders.
So, guys, we want to get to a song really quickly. But before we do, I wanted to let you know that if you look at the bottom of your screen, you guys can ask a question or make a comment. We definitely want to interact with you. We can see the chats here and stuff, too. But I am going to have to share my screen at certain points. So if you just throw questions in the Ask a Question button down there, we will respond to them. Having said that, I think we're ready to play a song here.
I think so.
So this is going to be your first taste of a Jet Setting song. You're going to lose audio of us for a second here. I need to actually change the audio input. It's very complicated. I'm doing a lot here for the show. So,
because I'm computer illiterate. So, I mean, so, you'll see us in a little picture in the window, in the bottom window.
Yes. So let's see if we can do this now.
You keep me guessing, wondering if you'll ever come around again. Come around again. I've learned my lesson. Can't feel the same, and no, we can't be friends. No, we can't be friends. The night was young, the party's on, and you're blowing up my cell phone. My cell phone. You make the move, you're so smooth. You say answer me, and this is not what I wanted. In fact, I'm glad that I saved my receipt, because you're bad and you flaunt it. No, my heart is something you cannot keep. You're happy running, there's something going on, I know it, I know it. From hot to nothing, nothing. So you must think I have no clue at all. No clue at all. The night was young, the party's on, and you're blowing up my cell phone. My cell phone. You make the move, you're so smooth. You get in the mood, you ask, do you miss me? You say answer me, and this is not what I want. In fact, I'm glad that I saved my receipt, because you're bad and you flaunt it. No, my heart is something you cannot keep.
Okay.
All right.
We're back. That was Not What I Wanted, which I can see from comments that people were actually able to hear.
Nice.
What's funny is we can't hear the songs when they're playing.
We were trying to time it the whole time by just watching the video.
Yeah, we sort of know the videos. But that was a song called Not What I Wanted. Phil, what do you remember about writing that song?
You know what? I'm going to tell you. So that song was kind of right in line with Stranded, is like the first songs that we made once we lost all the songs on your old computer, and we kind of lost about almost a year's worth of work. And I just had this crazy idea, like, hey, you know what? I want to do a concept album. And Dinger was like, you know what? Well, let's do it.
Well, you know what? We actually had that song before we decided to do the concept album. But it is an interesting point that Phil mentions, is that the Spaceman, which comes out tonight at midnight, by the way, guys, it's available across wherever you stream music. Should be at midnight. Maybe I can't speak for the different platforms, but it comes out tonight at midnight. It's supposed to, November 13th. It is a concept album. It tells a whole story. It's 7 songs that are all interconnected and telling one story. And what Phil is saying here is true. But we actually had Not What I Wanted before that we had the idea to do the concept album. We actually had 2 songs, one that you'll hear later on in the show tonight.
And I'm giving Ryan credit for the chorus. He actually gave me some lyrics as like a joke, and when I sang them and we came up with the melodies, I was like, you know what? That's awesome.
Wait.
We gotta keep.
So Warren here is saying he thought that when I said that's not what I wanted meant Ryan made a streaming mistake.
Oh no,
that's very funny. But Mike also is like, took me a second, and he knows the song title. You're gonna be on the stream later,
that's
Mike, and that's like your favorite song as far as I know.
It's the code.
So, and yeah, that's a great segue. But before I do that, before I segue, I want to mention that we are on to follow us at Jet Setting Music. I'm going to be very promotional tonight, so just get used to it. I'm leaning into being a shill, guys. So it is what it is. Yeah, so we actually are going to have guests tonight, though. And I think right now what we should do is bring up our first guest. And what I can do is go in here, and I'm going to just navigate play-by-play for you guys.
Yeah.
And Peter, are you ready, buddy? I hope you are, because I'm inviting you on stream now.
I think it's the first time I'm seeing Peter. Like,
it is. You've actually never seen this dude before.
No. And I'm sorry if I was difficult. I apologize.
No, that's quite all right. I invited Peter on. Has he accepted to come on yet? Let's see.
Yeah, there it is.
What the heck, Peter? It worked before. Invite on screen.
Yes.
Here. Yes. Here.
Oh, there he is.
What's going on, dudes?
Yeah, Peter, what's up, man?
Oh, we got to move in now. We get.
Oh yeah, we gotta get really close. Yeah.
Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you good.
Sweet, dude.
So, what are you on the stream for again? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
The super handsome Pistol Pete designed the album art for the Spaceman, actually.
Wait, before you get too into it, Peter, it's nice to finally see you.
Yeah, Phil, it's nice to meet you formally, man. Yes.
You know, everything. Like,
we're going to talk about your and Peter's relationship in a little bit. But what I wanted to do first to get started was to actually, am I able to share my screen again? Yes, I am. Here we go. And what I'm going to do is pull up some of the artwork that we did, because actually it was quite an arduous task to get to where we got with the artwork. You can still hear me, Peter?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Beautiful.
There you go.
So, Peter, do you remember this drawing that you sent me?
Yeah. So that was one of like the early, very, very first initial concept. Super rough doodle that I did. I think it was back in January, right? Right.
It was like January, December. It was definitely a while ago. And you had this. You sent me this drawing, and from there, you this is the idea, the sketch. And then you sent something else, like you did some iterations and stuff, and it became this. And I was always very curious how you got from this to this.
Yeah. Well, I remember vague conversations that you and I had early conversations where we were talking about. I think you sent me some initial like art that you had in mind for inspiration for it. So we were talking about like things that had like a mythological kind of vibe to them. So I think that was the like impetus for the first sketch, which was like super rough. I did it like at work.
Yes,
and
artist in this for sure.
And then I think you know, the conversation went to making it a little bit more minimalistic. So
actually, let me stop you there. I like the cover, and we were actually ready to approve this as the cover art. We even had these 4 different options and iterations that we could choose. And you felt good about it, Peter. I liked it.
Here it comes.
There was one person who was not a fan of the design, and I wanted to ask you, Peter, how many times did you want to kill Phil when we were working on the album cover? Because there was a lot. He was a man who knew what he wanted, is what I'll say.
Honestly, man, no, I never wanted to kill Phil.
No, he's not in the same room.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you. Stop.
You know, as an artist, as a fellow creative myself, like I get it. Like when you're doing something really, really important to you, you want it done the right way. So, like being a perfectionist, I can totally relate to you, Phil. So, I mean, no hard feelings, no worries.
Where you're like, yeah, I don't know how many more of these I got in me, Ryan. Like, and I imagine you like at the bar with like a cigarette, like this fucking guy. Like,
he likes to,
I was, you know,
as time goes on, he just likes to make me feel even worse and worse.
We had this design and we scrapped it because. Something that we said about this album that we wanted to do was make sure that there was nothing that we didn't feel completely 100% great about. And so Phil wasn't feeling this, and I was like, you know what, then we got to go back to the drawing board. And so what we started doing is some different sketches, which I wanted to go through. We had this one, which you may remember, Peter, which I liked a lot. And what I think is interesting about this one is this is like sort of where the Spaceman started to take shape a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What do you remember?
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
I was gonna say, what do you remember about this one?
This one, you know, I think at this point in the game, I was just kind of like spitting out weird ideas and weird images. So I don't remember. I think like vaguely the idea behind this one was like the spaceman is kind of like lost on a foreign planet. He's in an alien world, and he's like I guess he's like sort of professing his love to like this like monument or idea or something, which was like I don't know. This is like a super weird, like surreal one. At this point, I was just kind of like spitballing.
I know, and what actually happened was through the spitballing, we got to this, which was sort of starting now to look like what the cover became. This was drawn when we were working on this completely different concept. There was going to be the spaceman floating in space with a bunch of wild shit on the other side.
The moon is cool.
Yeah, it's all awesome. But
this was before. So yeah, this was like another weird. I remember you and I, Ryan, talked about like doing kind of like an edgy, like he's on like some kind of bender, like hallucinating. So I came up with like a bunch of weird sketches that I was just gonna like composite into one thing. So that's kind of what was going on here. And I was going in like a weird like Ralph Steadman, like for those who don't know who that is, he's like the artist who did the Fear and Loathing sketches.
Definitely.
So
it became this, which was like, okay, now we've sort of got the cover. Like I remember we were working on this much more complex idea, and I was like, you know, Peter, I kind of dig this. Like and you sort of took this and turned it into.
This was this was like totally. So that was like the extremely basic concept idea for like what ended up becoming the main piece. So yeah, I just popped into my head one day, just like having the spaceman like tethered to a heart floating through the cosmos. You know, I was just trying to convey, I guess, in the art, the themes we had discussed. You know, like isolation, loneliness, going on some kind of like spiritual journey after so after like some kind of devastating emotional event. So that's it just popped into my head, and it yeah, I mean. It ended up working out, but
yeah, man, no, it turned out so great, and we're so happy with it.
Yeah, I'm psyched to be a part of it. You know, I really appreciate
You have the patience of a saint, Peter.
I mean, I say the same to you guys, you know, because it was a long process. I mean, luckily I had a lot of lead time because Brian and I, we've been
the pandemic for sure. That built in another 6 months to the release. So
yeah, so I mean, you know, I was just like, I'm grateful to you guys. Like, I'm happy to be a part of it.
We're so great.
Because initially, before like Corona hit, we planned to do it. I know I gotta get close. I'm cheeked on this chair though. You know what I mean? Like it's right in betwixt. But like so, originally before everything hit, we planned to release this in the spring this year.
Spring, summer,
yeah. And then obviously with everything, we said, you know what, we'll wait. You know, we'll refine it. We'll do everything. I was stubborn because, well, you know, I'm sorry, but
oh, you want it done right, man. Yeah, I get it. Totally.
Yeah. So, Peter, thank you so much for coming on, man. We love you, buddy, and we're already talking about the idea for the next album, which we're already ready.
Oh, we're already cooking something up real nice,
man.
Yeah.
But before we go, I wanted to give you an opportunity to promote yourself. Tell people where they can find your art, my man.
Yeah, the pleasure's all mine, guys. Again, really appreciate the opportunity. The album kicks ass, so I'll be promoting it on my channels tomorrow for sure. Yeah, you guys can find me on Instagram at Peter Rabasco, Radasco, and yeah, it's my stuff on there is a little bit weirder. It's a little bit more surreal, but yeah, I appreciate the opportunity, guys.
Yeah, of course. We'll talk to you soon, all right, buddy?
Yeah.
Enjoy the rest of the show.
Talk soon. Nice to meet you, Phil.
Now, if you want to.
Yeah.
What am I going to do? So we actually have a couple questions here in the queue here, Phil. So the first one is Midnight Eastern from Mr. AK. I'm not sure who that is, but
Midnight.
That's got to be Sam, right? That's got to be Midnight Eastern. I actually don't know. I think Midnight Eastern. We're in the Eastern time zone. Tomorrow at some point. If it should be on, it should be on the platforms by the time you wake up tomorrow.
Yeah.
And Warren asked, "There's a story. We're sort of going through the story as we go, but do you want to give a quick synopsis here, Phil?
On the story of the Spaceman?
Story of the album. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Like from the beginning.
I would say, elevator pitch. So let's do it in 20 seconds. Give me.
I don't know if I can do it.
Give me 20 seconds. Go.
I don't know if I can do it. You put me on the spot too much.
Go.
We had songs written. Ryan's computer melted, basically.
No, just the story of the album.
Oh, the story of the album.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. It's basically a quick story.
Phil, you're not on the spot. You knew you were going to be.
I know, but I'm just saying. You hit me with the 20 seconds, and I'm like, oh my god.
All right. So basically, the story is this dude gets his heart broken, and that's not what I wanted it about. He's like in the heartbreak moment. He's really upset.
Yes.
And he sort of decides, like, you know what, fuck everything. I'm done. And he joins a civilian space program, which is, if you guys saw the program music video that we did, that's sort of what that's leaning toward. He's just like looking for a new life. Feels like there's just nothing here, and he ends up going into space and leaving everything behind because he's so heartbroken.
And the way that we did it was we made the first song of the album the last song of the story, so you can kind of get the encompassing feeling of that, that tense, like, oh my god, this is the last part of my journey. But then from songs 2 to 7, you get
play taking care of business.
You get the you get how he got to that point. So if you listen to the album cyclically, then you can
basically ends up together. Yeah, it's a definitely cyclical listen. And what basically ends up happening is this civilian space program was using him, and he ends up being stranded in space. And just adrift by himself alone.
Story of ultimate hubris.
Floating to his death because of his hubris. Yeah. So it's very dramatic. We're very dramatic individuals.
Sure.
Now, Phil, it's time for us to actually play a song. We're going to see how this goes. We were actually just talking about the program, which we did a music video for.
Sure. Yeah.
So you guys might remember back in the day, in like the 90s, early 2000s, bands that I love, bands like Deftones, Incubus, and stuff, used to always do acoustic versions of their songs. And so we wanted to play a live show tonight when we were first planning to release everything, but obviously 2020 had different plans. So we thought we could at least play a couple live renditions for you. And so we're going to do an acoustic version of the song from the album that's called The Program.
What we should do is you should hit like strum, and I'll hit something here just so we can make sure everybody can hear us, right?
Does it sound good to you guys?
Can you guys hear everything?
Dan says one.
I'm guessing that
sounds good. All right, Phil, count off. Let's go.
All right. Ready?
Yep.
They said, hurry up. Sign away, come climb aboard, make your name. We're not the same. Don't be scared because it's true. The program really starts with you. It starts with you. It starts with you. And I'm ready to fly higher than I've ever thought I could be in life. I'm making moves to start anew. I'm not looking back, I'm finally alive. I really hope to be remembered. They tell me not to question their ways. It all seems crazy, but I want it. My name lights my body in space. The stars, the galaxy await me. I'm glowing brighter each day. And I hope to be remembered. They tell me not to question their ways.
I'm glad you love this song, Mom.
We'll give you everything, so trust us. You can bring our vision to life. And you can write your name in the sky. Just sign your name on the line. And I'm ready to fly higher than I've ever thought I could be in life. I'm making moves to start anew. I'm not looking back, I'm finally alive. I really hope to be remembered. They tell me not to question their ways. It all seems crazy, but I want it. My name lights my body in space. The stars, the galaxy await me. I'm glowing brighter each day. And I hope to be remembered. They tell me not to question their ways. Cool.
Thank you. We assume that you were applauding raucously, except for my mom, who's trying to figure out why we're talking about a dong. Jesus. So that's Barbara Dinger, everybody. Welcome to the show, Burb.
Nice.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Danny.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
You guys are the best. So we're going to play another music video for you now. We're not going to get into the dong talk too much, although I would love to, because, you know, who doesn't love good dong? Good dong. Anyway, yes, I am going to play another song for you now. You're going to lose audio again because this is the video. And then we're going to bring on our next lovely guest, which I'm super excited about.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah, let's do this.
Slice of the pie. I think I found an obsession, one that you couldn't provide. My dream has come to fruition, finally removing you from inside. And I'll go where you wish you could be, where you wish you could be. Taking all of the things you've been dying to see. You've been dying to see. You can't take them from me. I've got the chance to be something
and tell me more about your day, cause you inspire me. I'd let you hire me, just so you could fire me up. Co-conspire with me, want you to tire me out. So tell me all about your rocket while I order 2 scotches. On particular is fucking you are ticking all the boxes.
So I think you guys can hear us again.
Right? Yeah, that's going on.
Yeah, we should be back.
There we go.
So that was Ticking All the Boxes, which is another song from the album. And you may have noticed, actually, there was a different voice on that song, a lady voice, if you will.
Very true.
And so that now means it's time for us to bring up our next guest, the lovely A.K. Crystal, who I just invited. We seem to have an issue before. Let's see if it works this time. Okay. Just need you to let's try it again. Took a few times. Oh,
there it is.
Oh, there she is. Amanda.
Hi, guys.
There you go. What's up?
Oh, we got to move it.
We got it. I know. I gotta get
Move on over. There
So,
you go.
how are you, first of all?
I'm good. I'm excited to hear everything. Can I ask really quick, though?
Yeah, sure.
Phil, do we get to see the full man main in all
let it down?
glory? Yeah. I think that's what people want. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do it now.
It's
Okay.
like when you got the lead singer who's like known for taking his shirt off during the show. Like always,
Take
your
it
hair down.
Take it
Come
down.
on.
Yes. Oh my
Take it down.
God.
He's like Thor's. Well, not Thor because he's not blind.
Wait, am I in the?
You are in the you're in the shot. Wow.
Right here.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
where you need to go.
Wow.
Well, I'm trying, but I got all the lights and stuff in the way. I can't really.
It's all good.
That is beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for that. That's gorgeous. You should really have a contract.
Amanda, ticking all the boxes. That was your lovely voice on that song.
It was.
I feel like it's interesting because when we recorded that song, we were actually doing final vocals the day that you came in. We had no idea what the part sounded like. I just sort of sent you the track and was like, I'm kind of thinking something like this. Like, what do you think? And you kind of like went with it and took it to a completely different place. So
Killed it.
what do you remember about writing the part and sort of like where you came up with the idea?
Sure. So it's funny. I went back and I looked at the email that you originally sent me with the track on it. And I was like, why did I rap? And the words you used were spoken word.
Yeah, sort of spoken word. Yeah.
I'm looking for spoken word. And to me that translated to rapping. And I was like, well, I mean, I guess if that's what they want, maybe it's like a polite way of saying rapping. I don't know. I
am very white, so
you are, and so am I. And I was like, well, why? Like,
I would love if you could just rhyme in spoken word.
Could you rhyme really quickly for me? Yeah. So I was like, all right, and I was listening to a lot of K-Fly at the time, and so that's just sort of the rhythm that came into my head was one of her songs called Champagne that just starts off very slowly and gets really rapid. And I was like, well, if they want rapping, okay. And maybe I'll just do it in this way. Sounds good. And then you sent me an additional thing, which was I think LCD Sound System song.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. And I listened to that when I was like, ugh, I was already on the rap track. And it's once I start going in a direction, it's kind of hard to break off from it. So I was like, I'll just ignore that and bring in a thing. And if they don't like it, we'll figure out something else.
You made the right decision without a question. Like, I really so strongly believe that your part elevates that track to like.
No, it does.
Oh, thank you.
So good.
Amanda, I remember being in studio with Mike, and when you did it and you were like almost done the lines, I remember looking at Ryan and looking at Mike, and we were like, oh shit. Yeah. She completely killed it. Like, completely in that part. And I was just like, yo, we need to keep involving you with like future projects.
Definitely.
And stuff like
that. It would be so much fun. I would love to, because that was amazing. And I'm really excited to hear the whole album since I haven't heard it.
I know. We have been keeping it sort of close to the vest to sort of build this anticipation a little bit. So it comes out tomorrow. We're so excited. So like our other guests, I definitely wanted to offer you the opportunity to sort of just take over and promote whatever you would like. So do you think going on?
Sure. I mean, right now I know Berberock, the band that you know, and that
who you and I we probably should have mentioned this already.
We should mention this.
Berberock, BRBRCK.com. You guys should go there. Amanda and I, that's actually how we know each other. We play Berberock's band, the Ilharmonic. Later,
and we're going over some.
Maybe at a future date, I might be guest.
We'll see.
Appearing.
Oh my God!
Conversations of doing something.
It'll be the craziest crossover.
Anyway, I'm sorry, I completely took away your platform there. Go ahead.
No worries. No. As far as like things that's being worked on, I know that's like we're excited to be working on the new album. But other than that, not too much. Just do what makes you happy. I'll just turn it into a message during these tough times. Do what makes you happy. If that's crochet, you crochet. If that's go on a fall walk. If that's your pumpkin spice, you give yourself that.
Yes.
Whenever you can.
Pumpkin space.
Pumpkin space.
Pumpkin space.
Pumpkin space lattes coming next fall. So excited.
All right, so Amanda, we love you. Thank you so much for coming.
Love you guys too. Bye, guys.
We'll see you soon, okay?
Yes, absolutely.
AK Crystal, everybody.
Wonderful.
So we did have a couple more questions here, Phil. Let's see. So Dan wants to know if a Pop-Tart is technically a ravioli. I feel like it's not, Dan, and I feel like we've had this conversation before because there's a word for a Pop-Tart, so we don't need to call it a ravioli. Like, the word Pop-Tart already exists, and when you say Pop-Tart, you know what you're talking about. You don't need to get into the semantics of like what it's like. Yes, so structurally it sort of resembles a ravioli, or like maybe.
But a ravioli's not square.
I was gonna say it's sort of like a crepe more to me, like a fruit filling, you know. Sure. But it's a Pop-Tart, you know. So moving on to the next question, Bill Hutton would like to know how much are T-shirts. And Bill, I swear to God, this was not a plan, but. Bill, I don't know how much T-shirts are. I think they're $20, but I can tell you, if you go to the button that says call to action here at the bottom of your screen, we have put our online shop up. It's live now. So you can go there. Actually, I can go there right now and look at the T-shirts.
Can they see this right now?
And you can get a Spaceman T-shirt right now for $13, down from $20 for the next 2 days, guys. Yeah. So please go there and buy a T-shirt. The link is in call to action. There are tote bags. There are masks. There are mugs. We got a lot of shit.
Wait, how do we
doing a lot of things?
If a hot dog is a sandwich. That was another question.
So, all right, I saw Kyle ask that, and I have very strong feelings about this. And you guys know these feelings. A hot dog is not a sandwich.
True.
When someone says, bring some sandwiches to the party, you don't think that they mean a hot dog. And here's the other thing, Kyle. Let me tell you something. A hot dog exists independent of the bun. So at best, a hot dog is an ingredient in a sandwich. It needs to be put on bread. The literal definition of a hot dog is a cylindrical piece of meat. It is not a sandwich. I'm tired of the internet. I don't even know why we're on the internet right now.
I mean, speaking facts. What do you want?
Yeah. So there we go. There's my
raviolis can be square. That is true, but a Pop-Tart's more
mandatory. When will COVID be over?
Oh,
Jesus. If you live in some other countries, it's already over.
Oh, yeah, true.
Or at least much, much better. I don't know. If I knew that, I would tell you, but I don't know. And spend your time listening to the album. Great suggestion here in the room.
Yeah.
When is my mom's next stand-up set? She's live from
24/7
New Jersey every day of the week. So I want to bring on our next guest now.
Let's do it.
Is another man who, Phil, you actually have not had the pleasure of meeting. One Will Nichols.
Oh, yes,
I'm going
Will.
to invite him on now. Will actually mixed and mastered the entire
and did an
Spaceman
absolutely
album.
incredible job.
So I sent the invite here. Let's see if he accepts.
Sometimes you got to do it twice. Oh, there you go.
I think I
Can you guys hear me? Hello?
Will.
There he is. Will, how are you?
Hey,
man?
Will.
What's up, you guys?
What's up, man?
How are you? Where are you? I know you've been moving around. Where are you in the country right now?
I have been moving around. I'm currently in Portland, Oregon. But when we started the record, I was in Harlem, and then I was in Connecticut for a couple months. Now I'm in Portland. I've been in Seattle for about a month, and I'm going to be in New Orleans in a month. So I'm just taking advantage of the virus, I guess, just going where the wind blows. But that's another like a thing about the album is that I was working on it and I had to ship all my stuff.
Oh yes, I do remember.
Portland, never use Greyhound shipping. Never, ever, ever.
Of course. Well, you mixed and mastered the album. I remember we met in February. We met at some restaurant or whatever, and did we get like poke or something?
Purple rice.
Oh, purple rice.
Fast food. Yeah.
Dan, who's on the stream watching, I actually took Dan there on a date before too. So I haven't taken you there on a date yet, but we haven't really been to Manhattan in a while. But well, I remember we met in February, and I was actually like super nervous to send you the tracks, and like because I was so intimidated by your skill as like a mixer and master, and I was like, "There's no way that this guy's gonna want to work on this." So when you first heard the songs, like I guess what drew you to them?
I think it's so funny that you say that you were nervous because the feeling was very much reciprocated. I remember playing the first couple songs around when I was living in Harlem around my roommates and just being like, oh man, I'm so excited to work on this stuff.
That's very sweet. Yeah, that really is
too nice.
I got a big playlist from Ryan because I was like, I need reference tracks. And basically, when I asked for a reference track, I just want one track that you want it to sound like. But I got this playlist from Ryan. By the way, I still listen to that. Like, it's on my like regular listening playlist.
Really? That's great.
Yeah.
They are great songs.
Yeah, great songs, but it was a very wide array of disparate styles, and so it was such a fun thing to be able to go, oh, okay, so like there's so many ideas going on here, and marrying those styles. That was really, really fun.
Yeah, I feel like you really like elevated the album. You know, like the demos that we sent you, honestly, like I was kind of like, you're all right. Like the songs are cool, but the mix is terrible. And like you really took this like sort of almost dance music approach, which is exactly what I wanted. Was the biggest reason I wanted to work with you. Yeah, like you really took the songs up a notch. I wanted to ask you and kind of put you on the spot here. What do you feel like was your favorite song, or now do you feel like is your favorite song?
You'll know this that my favorite song was whatever one I was working on at the time. I have all these emails with Ryan where I was like, oh, by the way, man, I think this is your best song. And then the next one would come in and I'd be like, oh man, this one might be my new favorite. So right now my favorite is The Criminal because that's the last one I worked on.
Yeah. Phil's been really coming. We're not playing that one tonight. Phil's really coming on board with that.
Yeah, it's over the past couple of weeks as this has gotten closer. Listening to that and listening to like the little nuances you put into it and like the whole mix, you know, complete. There's something about it that's drawing me to it, and I feel like that's been the wonderful thing. Ryan and I over the few weeks, I know I gotta get closer. I got this. Over the past couple of weeks, we've been saying like, you know, we keep going back and forth from song to song, being like, oh, this is the song. And then, you know, a couple of days later, we're like, no, this is the song. Yeah. And it's just like, it's just a constant back and forth of which one we like the most.
That's a really good sign. That's a really, really good sign.
We're definitely very proud of it. And we're so happy with the work you did, Will.
Absolutely.
Like our other guests, the platform is yours. What do you want to promote? Easy Tiger. You tell the world what it.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any, deep house or melodic techno fans out there, but I've been releasing music under the moniker Easy Tiger this year. I've signed music to labels in Spain, the US, the UK, Netherlands, Peru. I have had an EP that was charted at number 8 on the Beatport Melodic Techno charts this year. And I have a remix coming out on an album by the artist Pierce Fulton, who's a very big deal in the dance music world. And I don't know, just listen to Easy Tiger, I guess. So I've got a lot of stuff in the pipeline.
Yeah, I love it. Well, thank you so much, man.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Will. Absolute pleasure, man. Thank you.
Yeah, likewise.
Thank you. Let me close the video here, and then I will say fuck the Yankees, by the way. Anyway.
Oh, wait, real quick.
We're going to play one more song, and then,
real quick, before we do, somebody said in there, what's our favorite Jets? The SR-71 Blackbird, just in case you didn't think we knew.
You're right. There are some questions that we didn't.
Yeah, just in case you didn't know.
What are your, the next question is, what are your thoughts on the Smoot Holly Tenor? I hate you, Kyle. But I love you, actually. Thank you for coming. I think this is actually the first show you've been to since I was fucking 20 years old. So thanks a lot.
Wow.
15 years, you son of a bitch.
That's unbelievable.
And we live in New York together.
Unbelievable. That's unforgivable.
And you didn't even have to leave your house to do it. So you want to get smart? Let's get smart, tough guy.
It's unforgivable.
And then the Gambler asks, how many two-steps can we expect on the debut album? I don't think we have a single two-step.
No.
Two-step is a drum beat that I was devoted to back in our punk hardcore screamo days.
I think those days have been about 10 plus years removed from us.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
So you ready to play another live song?
I think let's do it, man. Let's do it. Let me make sure I'm pretty good here. There we go. All right.
All right. So this is another acoustic version of a song that's on the album. It's definitely stripped down. Sounds. It's our ballad, I would say.
Yeah. You know what? This song. So let me paint the picture real quick for you guys, because you know I can be long-winded, so I'm really trying to dial it in for everybody.
I specifically asked no long-winded comments.
It's true. So this song is, I think, near and dear to Ryan's heart, and mine too, because he was like, I want to write a song where you could vibe to, you could listen to it like late at night, or you could listen to it early in the morning, or like
it would early morning
kind of fit the a very specific mood. And I wasn't sure at first, and then once we did it and it just started to build and gain momentum, I was like, you know what, this is really cool, and I'm about it.
Yeah.
And let's do it.
So this is a song called Home. And Phil, take us away.
Yeah, I'm starting. Turn on your TV. Look at me, a sight to see. More famous than you could hope to be. Light shine beneath me. In the dark, there you are. Don't make a wish when I'm the star. I'm not the one who's sitting home alone. You said I wouldn't make it on my own. Well, I'm home. I said I'm home. What was that? What was that? I couldn't hear you. Couldn't hear you over all this noise. Look at that, look at that. Guess it's in my rear view. And I'm not looking back there anymore. I'm not the one who's sitting home alone. You said I wouldn't make it on my own. Well, I'm home. I said I'm home. Turn on your TV, turn it on. Turn on your TV, yeah. And look at me, look at me. Look at me, look at me. The stars are my destiny. Turn on your TV, turn it on, turn
your TV, yeah. And look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. The stars are my destiny.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Phil Vecchio. You're not gonna do it? You said you were gonna do it.
There you go.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes, I assume you're clapping again. We can't hear anyone.
We can't. No, we can't.
But that's an acoustic version. That song is still much bigger on the album, and we really love it. We have some comments here. I think I figured out who the gambler is. Hi, Alex. He says, Aqueous Transmission Vibes.
Nice.
This. Still
Thank
my
you.
favorite band.
Thank you.
Stephanie says, I love this already. Shakisha says, your voice swoon.
Oh my God! Stop!
Praise
I'm
from
gonna
Shakisha.
I'm gonna
that's some
blush.
next level shit.
I'm gonna.
That's some next level shit. So there's a bunch of applause. Kiersey, Danny, Kyle with the eggplant emoji. Thank you so much, Ash, Kiersey. You guys are fantastic. We have one more guest and one more song for you, or possibly two more if you want. I'm going to spring a surprise on Phil, but we'll see. We'll see how you guys are feeling. But
Okay.
I want to bring on our next guest now. This is a guy who we call
Cocaine Mike.
We call him that. This is actually Berberock, the guy who we mentioned before. This super
Caesar
talented hip hop artist, BRB, RCK, Caesar Rock. We call
Caesar
him
Rock.
but we call him Cocaine Mike because he's actually my neighbor here, and he lives right across the street. And I invited you, Mike. Did you get it?
He better come on.
And he always brought the energy when he came.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There he is. There he is.
That's it's organic too. I don't the loving moniker. I kind of go in the other direction.
So,
Yeah,
What's up, brother?
BRB, RCK, Cocaine,
gentlemen.
Sir B,
Caesar Rock.
Caesar Rock.
I love that. That's the new thing. So before we begin, before we go any further,
Yes, please.
just wanted to say to both of you, congratulations. This is a well-earned victory. How did I? Okay, there you go. So cheers. Cheers all around.
Cheers.
Yeah.
We're not giving.
Oh yeah, that's right. I think they might have seen it. But
Yes.
Oh, let's get into
My man, Mike.
oh, nice tall boy over there.
I feel like I wanted to start by asking you what you remember about working on the album, because you were like working with us super early on in this process.
I think even like right before the Spaceman was taking shape.
I was about to say,
Yeah. Go ahead.
Pre-concept. So I'm going to try to do like the 10-second version of how I figure into this at all. Ryan and I are coworkers. Ryan's boss literally at the like holiday party after Ryan got on board, like came up to me. He's like, hey, my new guy plays guitar. Go make friends. But like in a much cooler way. But like literally was like, yeah, go. You should be friends. So we became friends. He joined my band immediately, and brothers and lovers and all kinds of great
real Star Wars incest thing going on.
Yeah. Like 24 movies worth. So he joined my band. I'm a rapper with a live band, and played for just years and years and years. Not even by plan. Ryan moves across the street.
Yeah, completely coincidence. Yeah,
completely just happened. So since that happened, we've been like much more like, hey, do you have 3 hours? This is, in the before when people got to like
when you saw people in person. Yes.
Yeah. So, while this was being made, for instance. So we'd just be working on stuff together in both directions, his stuff, my stuff. And I remember hearing the very, very, very first, the proto jet setting songs. And I'm like, I wouldn't have thought that Ryan was going to make booty moving music, booty shaking music. Like every track was like,
you got it too.
Yeah. Well, because here's the thing. Ryan in my band adds this really awesome kind of ephemeral layer to the songs. Like he's a noodle god on the guitar and like can just really vibe out or accent stuff. So like that's kind of what I knew of Ryan as a musician, and you know, Ryan as a producer. I don't even think you knew what you were as a producer until you kind of really got your
way. Yeah, for sure.
So anyway, the first two songs I hear are Not What I Wanted and Stranded in the Space Between, which you haven't heard.
We're playing next.
That's
right
coming.
I know.
It's in the queue.
But so Stranded in the Space Between, I'm like, that, like, it's just nice. That like rocks. It's hard. Like I like it, but Not What I Wanted just grabbed me by the coattail. Like I love, and like the way they have both evolved are incredible, but like that just immediately was like, I just the like guitar, just like the way that it started, just felt so like major and like legit, like, oh, like this is not, oh, I made this thing and it doesn't sound terrible, or I made this thing and I'm really happy with it. Like where a lot of your stuff and musicians in general, you go like, oh, this has got some back to it. It's like, this was already something that like, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, this has to be finished. Regardless of anything else, this has to be finished because it's so good that it cannot be.
Yeah. I was going to say, you were a big reason why, man. You definitely pushed us along the path for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Like I said, you were an energy burst whenever we needed it, I felt like.
And even the times where I would get stuck on like a cadence or, you know, just like, you know, needed help with reworking the words or you know, kind of getting the feel just right in the pocket. Like you and I just vibed. Like when I first met you, I was like, I like this dude, and we're gonna be in a bunch of different projects together, like from here on out, like 100%,
1000%. But that's actually one thing. I was talking to Ryan about this a little earlier. That like, so for my thing, I became a producer for the express reason that none of my friends were hip hop producers, and like I wanted to make rap music, and so I just became like taught myself how to do it. And so when in my stuff, so often I'm just like responsible and accountable for every part of it. So to come on and be like, just being able to give and be like, what do you need here? Be like a utility player. It's like, you know, in Not What I Wanted, there's like one snare in there that was like, we needed to get it and make it sound just so. And yeah. And that's one of the things that I'm a little better at it.
Whistle part.
Your ear is definitely you have the attuned producer ear. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Like when Mike, you remember when you did like that whistle kind of?
That was actually a song that didn't make it. That was pre-Spaceman album. That was when we were.
Right. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh my God, there was a whole session.
No, you know what? Actually, I'm sorry. You're right. There is a scat that you did on the beginning.
Yeah.
That's
what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So we're very high tech here in the Love Zone, which is what we call our studio here.
You don't have to be alone.
So, buddy, thanks so much for coming on. Platform. Tell the people what's going on in the world of Verb Rock. BRB RCK.
BRB RCK indeed. So I think the last thing that we really put out was a fun kind of remote music video for a remix of a song that we did on our last album, Backstage, which Ryan was a major reason for that getting out into the public. So it was the very least I could do to come back and show a little love to this project. But yeah, brbRck.com. A lot of fun music videos on there. And I guess we could just say it. We're in album mode now.
We're working on
just straight on 100 miles an hour, straight on till morning. Just tracks on tracks on tracks. So yeah, check that out. brbRck.com or wherever you consume content, unless it's TikTok. I'm not there yet. My back is just too. I can't do the like. That's it. Love you guys.
Love you. All right.
Yeah, Mike.
Adios. Man, I love that guy. So we have one more song video to play for you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Again, I need to go away. We need to go away for a second.
Would you say I kind of consider this one like a little bit of my baby? This song?
I think that's fair to say.
Right.
Yeah, I would say you had a big part in it for sure. Oh.
I'm not quite sure where I am. I heard a voice, it was so uplifting before the signal was spent. And there's questions and there's answers. I don't mean for these extremes, but I feel I just need to say, I close my eyes and I hope that you listen. Wish it wasn't this way. I can't find the space between where I am and where I want to be. I want to be, I want to be. Home is the only one I really need.
comments.
We're welcome back. Yeah, we got This Has a Gorillaz Feel. Yes, thank you, Dan. We were actually just talking about Gorillaz before this. When Phil played this for me after work one night, I knew instantly the whole album was. Oh my goodness,
that's great.
Thank
Natasha,
so
the best.
Thank you. Alex says he's Phil's baby. Well, maybe, but I'm Phil's man.
That's true.
So think about that.
Sure.
Stephanie says, haha, wait, Phil told me I was his baby. You guys are fantastic. We wish you all the best with your album. Oh, Mr. and Mrs. T, thank you so much. Oh,
nice.
That's really nice. Mike says, hi, Mom and Dad. More applause. Love that one. Yahoo! Thank you guys so much. That was actually the last song we had. We do have a couple more questions here. One more time, go to call to action here. I'll also dump the T Public link in the chat right now. T-shirts are $13 for the next 2 days, so please go buy one. Download the album if you can, or at least just listen to it. Spotify, Apple Music, it's playing everywhere. Will we get to hear the album version of the program and the video? Mike asks. Mike, you will hear the album version at midnight tonight when you sign on to Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, Bandcamp, however you listen to music, and you will hear it, and I promise you, you're going to love it.
What are we going to do about that one?
What do you do? Just sit in silence while you enjoy the sweet, buttery dongs? Yes, that is exactly what we do. Yeah. We can't hear it, so we're just like, yep.
Yeah.
Like, I sort of know where it is in the song because of the video, but yeah, we're just, it's a little awkward.
Bill says Mike needs a physical CD.
Bill. Also, Bill, by the way, I saw has another beer earlier, and that was fantastic. Thank you guys so much. We thought maybe we would play one more cover for you guys if you wanted. But that's really up to you. If you got to go to bed, you just let us know. But if you want to hear another song, you can say in the chat here. I will count. Okay, encore, one more song. So Phil didn't know that I was going to try and do this.
I had no idea.
But this is a song that I know, and it's a cover. And Phil, we actually have played it together one time before.
Right.
See,
this is a surprise to me because sometimes we talk about everything, and other times
you got to keep them on his toes.
Yeah, I keep on my toes.
So this kind of a song I feel like it's a message. It's a song called "Take on Me," but really it should be "Take on We." Even though that's grammatically incorrect, it sounds clever, right? So
linguo is dead.
Ready? So just harmonize with me. We'll go.
All right.
We're talking away.
Gotcha.
I don't know what I'm to say. I'll say it anyway. The days of the day to find you shine away. I'll be coming for your love, okay? Take on me. Take on me. Take me on. Take on me. I'll be gone in a day or two. So needless to say, imagine it, I'll be stumbling away, slowly learning that life is okay. Say after me, it's no better to be safe than sorry. Take on me. Take on me. Take me on. I'll be gone in a day or two. In a day or two. In a day or two.
Download the album, listen to the album. Spaceman. We call Jet Setting. Follow us on Instagram at Jet Setting Music. Buy some stuff, kids. My children need wine. This one.
Nice.
Thank you guys so much for coming. This was a ton of fun. We wish that we could have done something in person, but we couldn't. So take us on this way, I guess, is the message. Thank you guys. We love you. At Jet Setting Music on Instagram. The album is going to be everywhere tomorrow, Friday the 13th. It's called The Spaceman. You can find it at Jet Setting. Buy some stuff, please. I dumped the link in here. It's also under call to action. We got all the questions, I think.
Yeah, I think we hit all of them.
We got them all. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you guys so much. We appreciate it. We love you. Can't wait for you to hear everything.
Yeah,
Ryan and I,
so
2 years in the making. We're ready for everybody to enjoy what we've enjoyed
so excited
over the past couple of years.
I hope you guys liked it. Peace. Good night.
Yeah,
oh yeah, Black Lives Matter.
That's right.